Yo, what is up, everybody? So we are back with another banger video today. Congratulations to Mugi. Little spoiler, but he is the 2023 World Champion. So yeah, this was the final day of the World Championship. It was some crazy upsets. We had like Mo go out, Morton, Samuel, a lot of favorites going on the first day. But that is not to say that these two do not deserve to be in the finals at all. These two are two amazing players who have been destroying throughout the year, to be honest. Pedro's amazing. Mugi's amazing. And Mugi's the first ever two-time world champion, so that's kind of a flex. He might become the faker of Clash Royale, if you know what I mean. So we're gonna watch these games, and I'm gonna be talking to you guys about the thoughts and like strategies that kind of Mugi went through, and like kind of the deck building versus Pedro, what I would have done, and what good things he did. And yeah, let's hop into the first game right here. Where's my thing? Okay, let's hop into the first game right here. So yeah, we got the match right here, and it's gonna be good. So I'm gonna mute it or like turn down significantly more, so I can hear myself think. But so yeah, we have two Little Princes starting off at the first match, and Little Prince is actually just crazy. And you guys may know what Mugi's running, and it's kind of my signature, Magonite deck, if you know what I mean. Magonite Goblin Giant, super hard Little Prince counter. The reason why his deck is strong is to face Little Prince cycle decks, because Magonite just kind of destroys Little Prince, because like it just. If you run Little Prince, you usually don't run a small tank. This matchup's not horrible. I'd say the biggest thing that makes this matchup bad for Pedro is just everything he has dies. Like if he had goblins, he'd win this matchup. So the fact that one little card changes this whole matchup is crazy, because Rage kills everything. So the Goblin Giant Rage, if Mortar's out of cycle, is getting the tower. And listen, that'd be the same thing if it was Giant Rage, okay? Just Goblin Giant's a bit better against Little Prince. So everyone's saying nerf Goblin Giant, and you know what? Maybe you could use a little nerf. But if you're going to nerf Goblin Giant, please buff Sparky, because Sparky is so weak in this game. But yeah, basically the big difference in this game right now is Mugi has Goblins and Pedro doesn't. So I feel like Skeletons aren't that good compared to Goblins. But I guess if you want to save Goblins for a different set, it makes sense. Here we go. We have the Mortars on offense. So I think Pedro actually just lost a set. So he's playing a lot more aggressive in this game, which honestly I think was his biggest mistake. I think if he played more defensive and tried to defend throughout this game, maybe get a good lock in a Mortar in double or triple, he would have won this game. But this is actually a really bad matchup for him. It's a horrible matchup. I'm going to tell you guys right now. Pedro, the fact that he survived so long in this matchup is impressive, because everything he has dies to Rage. That's as easy as this. Because imagine if he had goblins right here, how good that'd be. So yeah. Then you go snowball. And yeah. Snowball is actually nice though. The snowball is actually good. I just wish he had goblins. I feel like that would have been a way better pick. But that's just how matchups work sometimes. And Mugi had a crazy, so in the first before the bracket reset, Mugi had a crazy deck of Goblin Giant, Magonite Bowler, like anticipating like a Royal Hog or something. That shit was crazy. But yeah, you can just see how Rage kills everything here, and Pedro doesn't really have a way to stop it. I feel like he should be going with more minor bats, but he's not. So this is actually a good mortar here. And yeah, like these minor bats pushes, that was a good minor. Yeah. And here we go. But yeah, see, this Goblin Knight was actually super well played by Pedro, because like he doesn't have anything. You know what I mean? Everything dies to the Rage. So when Warrior's not on defense, it's all Joker from there. But yeah, I feel like Pedro could have won this, but after getting bracket reset, like getting 2-0'd by Mugi, you're gonna be a little tilted, you know what I mean? And the nerves and everything like that, you're not gonna play perfectly. But Mugi's playing this pretty goddamn perfect, if you ask me. This guy is so calm, collective, and knows so much about matchups. I remember, I feel like when I was getting back into CRL in 2022, I watched a lot of Mugi gameplay, like a lot of his ladder stuff, because this man does not make mistakes, other than playing bats. No poison, but he usually does not make mistakes. So he just knows when to punish you perfectly, and I feel like that's what separates a great player from like an average player, because the fact that like he just knows what to do here, like he's not freaking out or anything like that. Like I probably would have gotten fireball or something, but he doesn't. He's calm, cool, collective. Just knows he's got to go Goblin Giant Rage. He could take that. He could take that poison damage. That's a good thing that these pro players do, is knowing, hey, I will defend your push. You could get a poison. You get spell damage, but I am defending your push, and I feel like that's the thing I struggle with right now, is stuff like that. I mean, if I had the ability to hit that, I would have went right on tower. That went crazy. But yeah, you just see the Goblin Giant Rage in the right lane. It just can't stop it, and that's game. this game. And people think Goblin Knight is broken, but he keeps using mortar on offense. So it's same if he went golem at the bridge, it would break through. And for 6 elixir, I'd expect him to break through. So let's go into the second match here right now. We're gonna go here. So basically, I'm gonna pause it right here. I'm gonna tell you guys what things. So what Pedro's thinking right now is Fisherman's out of cycle, Fireball's out of cycle. So archers are gonna be pretty good here, and just a bunch of other troops are gonna be pretty good here. So that's kind of what he's thinking. And now what Mugi's thinking is, okay, Valk's out of cycle, Mortar's out of cycle, and Little Prince out of cycle. And you know what Little Prince countered? Royal Recruits. So I think Mugi made a great deck choice here. Pedro, on the other hand, also made an okay deck choice. I'm not sure what he was going for. Maybe thought Mugi would go Hog or go for Miner. But with Bats and Goblins gone, I don't see the vision. You know what I mean? But anyways, I really like Mugi's pick here, and you guys are going to see why. Because with Poison down, he goes Fireball bait. And maybe like, what? Well, you know, why go Fireball bait? Well, because Archers are still in. So he runs this version of Recruits as arrows and Fireball. And it works out so well. I'm not sure if he was anticipating E-Giant, though. Because I probably would have made some changes to the deck. But Mugi plays Mother Witch so well. So well. He's crazy with Mother Witch. So they're waiting because they both have heavy decks. So I'm going to tell you the matchup right now. It is E-Giant versus Royal Recruits. Crazy matchups, I know. And yeah, Mugi just, you know, calm, cool, collected, maybe wanted to switch his hand. Good thing about these players is this shows that you don't want to make the first play. Like, you want to be patient in these games, because I feel like the more reactive you play at the start of the game, the more you can punish, the more you can learn about your opponent's cycle and stuff like that, than trying to just be the aggressor, you know what I mean? Because it's kind of like, oh, you can take a jab, then you can knock him out with the other punch, you know? So that's kind of what he's doing. So these players are just trying to both feel each other out. They're not really trying to do too much crazy stuff. So yeah, they're waiting till double because it's the smart thing to do with their decks. It's like when you guys play Sparky, don't usually make the first play unless it's like split archers, which I could get by. But like cycling at night, you could lose the game. Like a lot of Evos now make it to where, like, unless you have like a perfect cycle. What the? Someone just threw an emote. Well, I didn't even notice the admin threw an emote. That's hilarious. Okay, so yeah, we're waiting for another 11 seconds, and this is a game point for Mugi. Like, this is actually a crazy game point. So you must think that like Pedro needs to win this. So he goes Baby Dragon in the back. It's about to hit double, so he's fine with that. And Mugi goes Ram Rider in the back. So I don't know if I do that, but like I don't know his hand here. There's a lot, you know, that could go wrong. Mother Witch. Okay. That in the opposite lane. I feel like Pedro could win here. What if he just lightninged at the bridge and went NATO? But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Because, like, he doesn't know the full deck, right? So if he lightning's there, then he just goes Cage. Yeah, never mind. I'm trolling. But yeah, so yeah, that was an okay E-Giant. But now, like, if you look at this matchup, I think this is kind of matchup for Pedro, to be honest. But the Mother Witch is so annoying. Like, if Pedro did not have... Yeah, that was a bad play. That was a bad play. He didn't have Bar Barrel for the Mother Witch, and he takes a Ram Rider hit. Now, defense should be pretty easy coming in this right lane. Unless he just wasn't laning, but like I said, he has recruits. He has so much troops. So yeah, just stack up the recruits here. You don't even need to go, whatchamacallit. That E-Giant still gets a one hit on tower. Crazy broken card, by the way. But I'm actually super excited for the next CRL, if you guys are asking me. I'm going to obviously try to compete in it. I think with more Evos, it's going to be more better for me, because they just give me more option for decks. The reason why I did bad the few starting months was because the meta was the same for the first 6 months of CRL, and I wasn't a Hog Royal Giant player, you know what I mean? So it sucks that this meta, the Goblin Giant Magnite meta, is the world's meta. That would have been crazy for me. Hey, I could have been world champion. I'm just saying. But yeah, like, Mugi's playing this so well. Like, he's keeping up the pressure constantly. These piggies are just crazy, and he's not letting Pedro build the unstoppable push. But Mugi has poison and arrows, so I feel like even just having arrows and poison is just so good, because you can't stop any push. Like, oh, it's such a smart pick by him. It's such a smart pick. And even having Cage, knowing that, like, oh, I love it. Here we go. So he's just going to keep up the pressure. That's the thing that he's good at, is keeping up the pressure. There's 50 seconds left. you don't want to let Pedro build this, bowler NATO, E-Giant push, because yeah, that'll be Jover. And just he keeps rinsing and repeating, and it's working out really well for him. So here he goes, now he just poison the bridge. And a lot of these players know he does not have to get any more damage. He has 2,300 in the opposite lane. He's fine. You know what I mean? Like it's okay. So yeah, it's looking way more than over. And he tries, like it gets pretty close towards the end here, and there's like 20 seconds left, but it's over. Like Mugi, they know it 10 seconds in, and he's just like, yeah. That's such a small celebration. But Matt, hey, job ain't finished. Job ain't finished. You know what I mean? So yo, congrats to Mugi though. Because that was super well played, honestly. I'm sorry I cut up Pedro's face there, but yeah, like that. Those are super clean games, super well calculated. And the only thing I could say is he punished him perfectly when he had to. He didn't cuddle up, played scared, defended. He punished when he should have, and that's why he's the world champion. That's why he is arguably the GOAT of the game, the faker of Clash Royale, whatever you want to call him. He is an amazing player. So yo, congratulations, Mugi, once again. Don't try his decks on ladder, because like I said, most of these decks are snipe decks. He has a few matchups in mind, and he's a coach, analysis all behind him. So yeah, really well played the Mugi. Honestly, I want to be there next year, and I'm going to be grinding my ass off to be at that next World Finals. So yeah, guys, thank you guys for tuning in this video. I'll see you in this banger video. Peace out.